Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to have an update of the position of the US stock market. But first we start with our risk disclaimer and just remind you that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are actually taken, they're just shown for illustration and training purposes only. Remind you there's a risk of loss in trading and investing. Put another way, all professional traders know and understand, but more importantly accept that losses can and will and do unfold, no matter what trading approach you take. Right, here's a daily chart of the ES. You can see we've rallied up a bit off the lows here, but before we get on to where might be potential resistance areas, I just want to update this chart, what we've been looking at with our customers in our customers only training webinars on the longer term position. So I'm going to go to a monthly chart and I'm actually going to go back a month. I'm going to go back a month to here and I'm now going to place our DP on our chart. Remember, for those of you who've been following us for a while, our DPs are decision points. They're leading indicators. They're on the chart in advance. They're there before you even get there. So even a month ago, we go back to this prior pivot low, right mouse click, decision point. Can you see how that is on the chart in advance? It's there literally a month ago, ready. Now if I turn training mode off, let's see what the ES did. Well, it's gone down and look where the low came in, right at our decision point support. If I go to our daily chart, you can see this even more graphically. There you go, that was the low. But this is the beauty of these decision points, because they're on the chart in advance, they're there projecting these levels in advance. Just to reiterate, we had this level on our chart for our customers only training webinars literally before the market even got there. So all our MTPredictor customers were ready for down around the 2,200 level for a potential low in the ES. So the question now is, what's going to happen now? Well, the market's rallying up slightly. It's actually just rallying up if I put a fib retracement on. It's actually just about got to a 38.2% retracement before it started to decline today. That's a typical retracement in the initial move off a low. So it's amazing how these markets are doing, what we anticipate. There's nothing random about this, even though it's quite a sharp move. It has stopped at our DP level. So what should we be aware for now? Remember, we are anticipating, we're not projecting, we're not forecasting, we're not saying the market will go to a level, we're saying we need to be prepared in advance if it does. So the obvious place is if I do our WPT or wave price targets, I'll do a wave 2 or B from that high to that low. This gives you a nice broad area here of where we'd be very interested to see if the market makes a particular pattern. For example, if the market makes an A, a B, and then a C wave up into this area here, this could be an area of where we want to anticipate a potential high, because if this is either a wave 2 in particular or wave B, this could signal another decline down. But it all depends on the pattern coming up here. The pattern we would be anticipating or looking for or be very aware of is if it's an ABC, because an ABC is a corrective pattern. That would mean we have the high up here as the start of the new sequence, the initial decline down. The ABC would then be a corrective pattern for potential high for continued decline. So that's why it's really interesting to see what the pattern is if the market unfolds there. Again, we're not projecting that it will. That's the mistake most amateur traders make, is they do analysis, then they assume that the market will do what they project. The market doesn't have to do anything, it can do what it wants. This is why we anticipate levels where the market may go to, that if it does, we can then act accordingly, just like this level here. This level was on our chart literally a month in advance. We weren't projecting it was going to go down there, or we were ready and aware that if it did, then you could be ready for a potential low. And as you can see, it nailed the low absolutely perfectly. So that's the position on the US market that we'll be watching to see what kind of rally there may be unfold. Similar kind of things on some of the European markets. For example, if I go to the FTSE and I again do a monthly chart, here's the last rally into the high. Do you see that? And interesting enough, if I go out here, what we thought was actually amazing when we did this analysis a little while ago is if we go out and then we take our DP off this prior pivot high here, which was back in the 2007 high. Remember, these are on the chart in advance, so you do DP there. That would have projected an area of resistance, and look what happened on our UK stock market. Well, it went right up to that level and never went beyond it. So that anticipated the high beautifully. And where would the potential low come after that? Well, again, we use the DP off the last swing into the high. There it is. So the DP off this level, remember, before the market even gets there. So I'll just show this. We go right back to here somewhere. This would give us an area of potential support. There it is on the chart in advance, just below the 5,000 level. We turn trading mode off. Bang, that's exactly what the market did. Went right down to that DP support before starting to find an area of support. So you can see here on the FTSE, it actually nailed the high and the low there really, really nicely. So now if we go down to the daily chart, again, we'll see what the rally off this low looks like over the coming weeks. So the world markets are in a very interesting position at the moment where we've actually found some support off our anticipated DP support levels. The question now is, what kind of pattern do the markets make if, I won't say that a rally will unfold, I'm saying if there's a rally, what kind of pattern does unfold? Of course, the market could just turn around and go straight back down again from these levels, but here we are anticipating advance if, not when the markets make a potential move into our support or resistance levels.